When it feels like the world's pushing you down and you can't catch a break. Maybe you've lost your job, faced a major setback, or felt the weight of failure on your shoulders. You're not alone. Everyone who's ever achieved greatness has been there, standing at the crossroads of doubt and despair. The question is, what happens next? What do you do when the odds are stacked against you and there's no clear way out? The truth is, this is the turning point. When everything seems lost, that's when the real fight begins. It's not about avoiding the struggle. It's about what you do when you're in the middle of it, because right here, right now, you have a choice. You can let the weight of the world break you, or you can use it to build something stronger than you ever thought possible. Let's talk about the struggle. We all know it. The moments when life feels like a constant uphill battle. But what if I told you those struggles, those obstacles you're fighting, are the very things that can fuel your success? Take a look at anyone who's ever made it to the top. Whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, or a global icon, they didn't get there by staying comfortable. They didn't make it by avoiding pain or pushing the tough stuff aside. They embraced it. Think about it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, an icon today, wasn't always on top. Before the wrestling ring, before Hollywood, he was a college football player trying to make a name for himself. When he didn't make it to the NFL, he was devastated. But instead of giving in to that disappointment, he found a new path. He turned rejection into fuel. The turning point happens when you stop playing the victim and start playing the game on your terms. When you stop blaming circumstances and instead take control. Dwayne didn't wait for Hollywood to hand him an opportunity. He fought for it. When no one thought he could make it, he was already planning his comeback. That moment of decision is where greatness begins. It's in those choices to keep going when it feels like the world is against you. Whether it's pursuing a dream career, building a business, or becoming the best version of yourself, the turning point is always the same. You take everything that's hurting you, everything that's holding you down, and you use it to push yourself higher. Perseverance isn't just about enduring the tough times. It's about thriving in them. The moment you decide to keep going, that's when you gain the power to turn every setback into a springboard for success. The key isn't to avoid the pain, it's to learn from it, grow from it, and use it to fuel your momentum. Think of every challenge as a lesson. Each failure teaches you something valuable. Each obstacle gives you a chance to become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. When the odds are against you, that's when you find out who you are. You don't get to know your true strength until you've been tested beyond your limits. Now let's talk about success. It's not the shiny cars, the flashy clothes, or the millions of followers. True success is about what you become in the process. It's about who you are when no one's watching. It's about waking up every day with a relentless drive to do better, to be better, to push harder. And it's about remembering that the real victory is found in the journey, not the destination. Take a moment to reflect. What would you do if you could turn your struggle into strength? What if every obstacle you face today could become the foundation for tomorrow's success? That's the power you have within you. Right now, at this very moment, you can decide to make that shift. You can choose to rise above, to turn your pain into progress, and to emerge stronger than ever before. So here's what I want you to remember. When everything seems lost, that's when you find your true power. The struggle isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace, because it's in the hardest moments of your life that you'll discover the strength, resilience, and courage that has always been inside you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. All you have to do is keep moving forward, one step at a time, because that's how momentum is built. And when you start building momentum, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Keep pushing, Keep fighting and watch how your greatest challenges lead you to your most remarkable success. This is your story. This is your moment. Make it count.